Hello everyone, welcome back to Small Hard West. The morgue was run by the Masked Doctors, a secret medical society that counted me among its membership. The morgue had facilities for keeping human body parts alive outside of the host body, which enabled us to replace damaged body parts in humans and alleviate previously incurable ailments. I viewed their latest merchandise, searching for something suitable for you. Havelock Venison and I had known one another for ages. He was the doctor's primary merchant, exchanging body parts for ether. Ether could be manufactured from various biological material, but for human organs and surgeries, only ether from human material was acceptable. Anything else caused horrific disfiguration of the subject. The business ran on ether, which made it de facto currency. If one wanted body parts for their research, they paid in ether, not money. I went on to peruse his wares. Well, I take it we need both of these. Ability Courage. And ability Crippler. Huh. I need Gambler's Liver, Hand of Fortune, Lucky Lung, Priest's Tongue, and Human Lymph. Well, I guess I'm supposed to buy. Oh, I can only buy one of these. Oh. I'm gonna go with Crippler. Yeah. There you go. Huh. That's the way things worked in the morgue. Ether for parts. To alleviate... To elevate you beyond the human mass, I would need more of both. Much more. And I needed to get going.
Get to the point. Why did you do it? Why me?
Patient. I will explain all.
Oh, you will? Or you gonna have a real pretty hole where your face used to be?
Well, I guess I don't have much of a choice then, but to continue. General Store, Rich House, Beauty Clinic, War Hospital, Lynch Mob, Maple Falls, Slaughterhouse. Well, let's go to the general store. Small array of tents and a single wooden building looked like a mirage in the middle of the Badlands. The sign read, Nico's General Goods. The store was run by a gentleman in round glasses and a black duster coat. The man said if I took the part in a little test of his, he'd give me a 20% discount. Sure. Without a word, he held forth a single jelly bean in each hand. He said one was orange and the other was blueberry. He said I should pick one. I imagine this is a reference to the Matrix. I don't know the Matrix, so I really can't help with this one. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and take orange. I'm unable to determine the ingredients that constitute these jelly beans, but I had passed out for a quarter of an hour. As you can imagine, I was less than satisfied, but the peculiar man kept his promise of a 20% discount on all his wares. So he'd also sell me a unique pistol from his collection. Okay. What's your unique pistol? Fitzpatrick revolver. Huh. Pierce any obstacle. Well, I'm buying that, obviously. We also have some good stuff. And some not so good stuff. Why do we have so... Oh, no, we have one of these. Never mind. Never mind. We're fine. Sell the mandrake root. Sell the pepper box. Thank you very much. And I guess I can use cash for the rest, right? No. No, I did bad math. Sell a shoddy. Come on. Game? Oh my. We got there. Okay. There we go. Give me that revolver, man. Holy cow. Thank you. Let's see. Nope, nothing left. Rich house. I was called to tend to a severe case of gout affecting a wealthy rancher. The man was so delirious with pain he barely knew I was there. Instead of treating his gout, I could simply extract ether from him. Or I could treat his gout and get some cash. I mean, I need ether. Yeah, let's extract some ether. Sure. Though I knew it would be ineffective, I bled him, collecting his fluids to make more ether. I charged his family a modest fee for the service. 3 ether is it? Oh, man. That's not good. Sheesh. Purchase at least 1 more body part. Yeah, that's what I need to get ether right now. My goodness. One of my fellow doctors, Dr. Stillman, ran a beauty clinic in the nearby Hot Springs area. While he was not overly fond of me, many of his patients harbored the opposite sentiment. Case in point, the elderly Mrs. Harper saw me in the clinic and implored me to visit her at home to resolve a problem of hers. I shall come and visit, don't worry. The clinic had an experimental cosmetic surgery ward. There, Dr. Stillman restored syphilis victims' noses, removed gunshot scarring, and removed excess fat tissue from the obese. As fat is an extremely efficient source of ether, I was naturally quite interested. Well, I guess we'll search for a suitable patient. After searching the rooms, I found a morbidly obese man taking a nap. He was perfect. I put a chloroform-soaked rag against his mouth and nose, turned him over, and started cutting into his skin. I collected a good deal of fat when I was discovered by a warden. The guard was confused. I assured him that Stone was a colleague of mine, and I would be finished in a matter of minutes. Still, he rushed off to alert Stoneman. He was furious, naturally. Still, by the time he arrived, I had sewn the patient back together, and the fat had been removed properly. Stoneman might complain about my burglary, but not my surgery. Luckily, Dr. Duvall, an old friend and the leader of our secret society, was there too. If it were not for Dr. Duvall, my dispute with Dr. Stoneman could have gotten violent, which would have been most unfortunate. Instead, however, Duvall assured Stoneman I meant no harm and that I had effectively done Stoneman a service by taking care of his patient in exchange for a mere bucket of fat. Stoneman called me an epithet I am loath to repeat, and assured me my rampage would soon be over. I dismissed his threats, and the matter was resolved. Okay. As you visit various locations, characters with transplants, or golems, will decay, accumulating negative stat modifiers. Observe the clock icons in the exploration panels to gauge how each action increases your party's decay. Decay can be reset in the morgue at the expense of ether. Okay, that's what I thought I saw something. So Phineas is decaying because he's a golem. Oh my goodness, he is weird looking. Creeping decay. Okay, creeping is not that bad. Yes, Mrs. Harper. Hello. I found Mrs. Harper most distraught. She told me quite convincingly that ever since her first son Henry had gone to war, her other children had been plotting to kill her. While she was resigned to passing away, she feared the prospect of being strangled, poisoned, or otherwise brutalized. She then asked me to help her end her life peacefully and promised significant compensation. If that is your wish, sure. Yeah, more decay. Mrs. Harper put on her finest clothes for the occasion and lay down on a couch. She motioned to me to proceed. We prepared a chloroform mask for her, loaded with a dose so big it would put down a horse. She breathed its vapors until she placidly became insensate. Huh. After a brief interval, I checked her pulse and found she had passed away. Alas, her children did not appreciate my actions. When Miss Harper's younger son learned what happened, he was furious. Apparently, Miss Harper had lost her wits in old age and become paranoid. I had been duped by this mad woman, now her son is challenging me to a duel. As a man of honor, I accepted. Phineas served as my second. We were to march 10 steps, then turn around and fire. The Harpers had their own family guns passed from generation to generation for use in such momentous events as this. The day was sunny with a slight breeze. As the countdown started, I marched into the face of death. Well, we may as well be honorable about it. My shoulder burned. Harper's bullet had hit me. Though the pain was severe, I managed to keep my head about me long enough to terminate young Harper's life in response. With the help of Phineas, I made a retreat, being sure to collect my blood for later ether production. Okay. We're getting pretty heavily beat up, but it's okay. I'm not too concerned. We can just go visit a lynch mob. A noisy crowd attracted my attention. I soon realized it was a lynch mob. They were bent on punishing a Chinaman whom they said had slept with a white woman. I had seen the poor devil in town, a first-class craftsman. He was good with his hands and a prodigy at finding useful trinkets others might dismiss as junk. Well, despite the high risk of injury, I'm going to break up the mob and save him. He sounds like a valuable ally. A wounded man meant a lot of ether. Serious decay. Oh my. Once I had managed to get the crowd's attention, I had told them I had seen other Chinese sneaking in their homes while they were occupied by this distraction. The angry crowd rushed back toward the town. Unfortunately, one of the villagers threw a stray goodbye rock, which hit my friend Phineas, inflicting a nasty wound. The Chinaman was grateful, but he guessed correctly I did not help him merely out of the kindness of my heart. I offered to dress his wounds in exchange for some of his blood. I needed more ether. He hesitated a moment, but ultimately agreed to the arrangement. Well, thank you. Serious decay. And a mangled foot. Gangrene and rotting flesh give out a putrid stench. Oh my. That's pretty bad. Maybe we can get ether at the hospital. Went to the war hospital where wounded soldiers were being nursed back to health. Or to a state where they could be put in front of the house with a begging bowl. I posed as a local doctor. No one questioned my ruse. Well, maybe we can look for some good body parts we can take off. I found a myopic soldier who had once been a sharpshooter. I reasoned his skill must lie in his arm, so I amputated one of them and had it sent to the morgue, where my friends could prepare it for my use. As I was leaving, however, one of the nurses identified me as a stranger. She raised a clamor and called the staff to apprehend me. Luckily for me, the response to the alarm was quite uncoordinated, thus I was able to escape before facing the consequences of my actions. That's okay, I've got his arm, we're good. Slaughterhouse, where there's plenty of blood. I could pay to slaughter it. I visited the local slaughterhouse. The bovine cardiovascular system is far more efficient than a human's. Naturally, I was interested in acquiring some of that power for you. Well, we're gonna come back later and see about paying for the slaughter. Maple Falls. Maple Falls was the biggest settlement in the area, and it was peopled with decent folk for the most part. There was a gunsmith, a saloon, and there was always somebody who needed medical attention. We'll offer some medical expertise and see if we get some coin out of it. Terminal decay. That's bad. Took me a couple hours, made 75 bucks. Upon entering Maple Falls, a scrawny youngster approached me and began blithering about an accident in a nearby coal mine. Urged me to go there immediately. Fine. Attend to the mining accident. What is terminal decay? Body is literally falling apart. Alright. I think we should probably go heal him. Can you do anything about the decay? The downside of our transplant technology was the grafts decayed over time. Once decay set in, gangrene and other diseases were sure to follow. The possibilities transplantation offered trumped any inconvenience, and we were confident we could improve our technology over time. At any rate, it was time to get some decay treatment. Phineas was falling apart. There you go. Decay propensity. Ho ho. For unknown reasons, graphs deteriorate with time. Alright. To the coal mine. The wounded miner was conscious, but had a large opening in the middle of his chest. Ew. I asked about how it happened. Apparently, as the man had been stamping some explosives with a metal pole when the charge went off, sending the pole flying through his chest. I could clearly see his beating heart and the expanding motion of his right lung. The left one was almost completely destroyed. The wound bled profusely and the man was short of breath. I told the men to leave me alone with him. Well... we could make him live, or we could kill him. Take a lung. He will live, I will get my ether. As the man's breath stabilized, I addressed the wound as the best I could. I called the other miners and told them to get another doctor who would transfer the man to a proper hospital. Meanwhile, I collected the drained blood. Alright. Well, we've got some cash. Let's go slaughter a bull, shall we? I found buying a heart for you quite romantic. Of course, it had been prepped at the morgue before I could use it in a human being, so I got it on my way. Okay, back to the morgue. Let's buy some stuff. Let's see. The newest merchandise. Now, I can't seem to get my ether back, which is kind of frustrating. Unfortunately. Golem recipe Revenant. Hand of Fortune, Lucky Lung, Priest's Tongue, Human Lymph. I don't think we have any of those. We have a Bull's Heart, which gives Vengeance. I don't really care about that. And a Sharpshooter's Arm, which is an artery shot. Okay. Well, let's get the Sharpshooter's Arm. Now, I could buy two, but then we'd be out of ether. I don't want to be out just yet. Turn to the laboratory to perform surgery on Liberty. Ah. What if I do buy one more? Perhaps. Hang on. It's miscellaneous, yeah? We can't actually see it in here. Huh. Well... we'll go ahead and grab the marshal's stomach as well. See what happens. To the laboratory! Return to my laboratory in the graveyard. You were still stable. But in order to perform the surgery, we have to fight. Well, that will be next time. It's already been 20 minutes, guys. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel and share it with friends. Best thing you can do for the channel is share the video on Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. Thank you to Amphid, Siam, and for being Patreon supporters. And thanks to everyone who watched the ads. Greatly supports the channel as well, and I greatly appreciate it. Huh. Let's go ahead and buy the horseshoe. And I'm not going to worry about too much else. And we'll go ahead and set everything up and get involved in the fight next time, guys. Again, thanks for watching. I will see you all next time with more Hard West. DFTBA.